most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. The Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So USC's offense takes the field. The battle for Los Angeles. Two spectacular uniforms, awesome backdrop, and the battle for the victory bell, guys.
I was going to say, Reese, aesthetically, this is one of my favorite games of the year. I love when both schools...
He's going to take a shot right away. Catch inside the 25. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Then they strike first.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So UCLA's offense will get the ball for the first time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give on the inside. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Trojans. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
14, UCLA, 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players having fun pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a play...
And that ball is picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football. Made it easy for the defender to run underneath it. Create an interception.
The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Intercepted.
You got to be careful when you're throwing against this cornerback on the perimeter of the field because he has unbelievable short area quickness, and he can break on the pass immediately, and you saw it right there on that interception.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
He's going for a big play downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Paul, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Quickly out to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on this play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Steps away. He chucks one out to the right. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. And the extra point makes it 28-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. One step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off play action. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly. Wide open, he makes the catch. Open runway ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Trojans. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 35, UCLA.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
And your UCLA line.
The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Charles. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback gets the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Trying to find his man on first down. They're trying to get to it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. They get him down after he makes the catch. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Stanford. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best.
Going downfield for the big play. And he reels it in inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup of the 25. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Fires to the middle. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
USC 35, UCLA 6.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you've got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting the first completion.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Off the play fake. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then he's taking the shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
To the wideout. A huge pickup on the play. First down for the offense.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. First and 10 from the 31. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Quickly to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking deep down the right side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. He's at the 10. and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. He's got it. Touchdown, USC! And the beatdown has ensued. USC stretches out that lead and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in LA.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the second half. They had to have energy. They had to execute. And right now, they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's right on target. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Running back searching for a hole. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook.
He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the pummeling has started.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The kickoff team out there getting set. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First down to start the drive after the break. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Now the play fake. Going for it all. Touchdown, Trojans. And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good kick up, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is snowed under.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on third. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Pressure coming. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking for a huge play. He's got it inside the 15. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Touchdown, Trojans! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if you just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this. And this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He'll call his own number. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Makes the grab on the left. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third. Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
No matter how much college football changes, realigns,